Good morning. The breaking news is in the East Bay, where police are working on a major crash scene in Piedmont.
Yeah, we've got Crown 4's Michael Thomas there live for us this morning with the very latest on what's going on. Michael.
Piedmont police, you can see this crash behind me, a deadly scene right now. They are confirming that 3 people have passed away. 1 person was ejected from this Cybertruck truck. Again, this is in Piedmont. It's at the corner of Hampton Road and Seaview Avenue. According to Piedmont police, they say this happened at 3:08 this morning. They don't know the details. They do know that there was a total of 4 people in this vehicle. The passenger of the front seat was ejected. That person is currently in the hospital. The 3 other passengers have passed away. They are waiting for a coroner right now. When it comes to what caused the crash, they don't know, but they do know that this Cybertruck truck did jump the curb, hit that cinder block wall, and then eventually also hit that tree there. And you can see it's completely torn apart. This car was on fire when they arrived. They say that it did not, the battery of this vehicle was not on fire, but the vehicle itself was engulfed in flames when they arrived. At 3:08, they received a call from the Tesla truck, as these vehicles are equipped to call 911 in a case of an emergency. That is how they got the information to get to the scene. In addition, there were also neighbors who called because this vehicle was on fire. Again, this is from Piedmont police. They say that they are still working to gather more information as to what may have caused this. We did ask if alcohol may have been involved. They said they do not know. They're not ruling it out right now. We do not know the people inside, if they were connected, how they knew each other. They're still waiting to contact loved ones. After that point, they said they will release more information on those who did pass away. And of course, the condition of that person who was ejected, that person is at the hospital currently right now. So as we get more information this morning, we'll continue to bring you these live updates. But again, this is in Piedmont, Seaview Avenue and Hampton Road. It's actually right near Crocker Park, which is in this area. So again, we'll continue to be here all morning, but for now, I'll send it back to you live in San Francisco.
Keep that shot on the car, if you would, zoomed in like that, because we all know, you know, these Tesla trucks.
Yes, of course.
I thought, and James, you know about them too, that they were made extra heavy duty, and the windows, remember, were like bulletproof or whatever. Yeah. So for that thing to come apart,
must have been going really fast.
Because they're more indestructible than a regular vehicle,
Absolutely.
Right? And then also, Michael, because it's just the solo crash, I'm wondering if you could go over again. You're saying the Tesla, the vehicle, automatically notified police?
Correct. So according to Piedmont police, they say at 3:08, the car itself called 911, notified them. Obviously, the car notified them about this accident. When they arrived, that vehicle was engulfed in flames. They say the battery was not on fire, but the vehicle itself was on fire. So they don't know exactly what caused the fire. And again, 1 person was ejected from that vehicle. And then, of course, they got 911 calls from neighbors, obviously hearing the commotion and seeing it. But they don't know what caused it. This street kind of does curve. It's a little bit hilly, so it's not completely all the way down on a hill, but it does curve, and it is, you know, slanted a bit. And so you can see where that vehicle is now. It's at that curve. They say that it essentially was driving down, hit, or essentially didn't stay in the lane, went towards the left, jumped to the curb, and then hit into that cinder block wall.
And at 3 in the morning, I am going to ask as well, and police can tell you this too, whether or not the registered owner had the reported the car stolen. Just wondering about that, so we'll definitely want to check on that.
Correct. We did ask this morning. He said that they're still investigating all of those things. So we're hoping to hear more possibly by at least 7 or 8 o'clock. But that is a question, Daria, that we asked. And we also asked if at all, you know, how these people were, if they were related. And also, too, you know, as we know, holiday is tomorrow. Some people try to beat traffic and leave as early as possible. So we just really don't know exactly where the driver was heading and those in the car.
And when you look at the tree and that bit of the vehicle in the front, so unlike a regular gas car, there's no engine up there.
Engine, yeah.
Right, so that's why it looks sort of like a shell that's come apart inside the tree, you know? And it's almost between 2 trees.
It's missing that front right wheel, obviously. You can see the trunk of the tree peeking out through the wheel well, so.
Right.
Correct. And most of the front of that vehicle is actually torn apart, and on the other side of the fire truck so you can't fully see it from where the camera is, but I can see, you know, the front bumper and majority of the parts of the front of that vehicle completely just taken apart.
And then it's a 2-lane road? Is it a 2-lane road?
This is a 2-lane road, correct. So it's It's a two-lane road, so from what we're gathering and what it appears like, it looks like they were, it's somewhat of a hill, so they must have been driving down, it appears, and didn't make that curve to go to the right. Instead, they kept going straight into that cinder block wall.
And then that wall, this is just a neighborhood, so on the other side of that wall are houses?
It appears that it is houses. However, it does look like it's a dirt wall. You know, kind of how that cinder block wall is holding up a lot of dirt, and then on the other side of that dirt hill is homes.
It's like a retaining wall then.
Okay.
Wow. All right.
There you are, a retaining wall.
Yeah. Obviously a pretty horrific scene there that police are investigating. We're going to get back out here throughout the morning, and Michael will keep us updated as he learns more. But that's the breaking news this morning in Piedmont, that Tesla Cybertruck slamming into a retaining wall and then a tree.